So, what is Skyprivate? Skyprivate is a pay-per-minute plugin that is made for Skype. Okay, you do private video calls and prepaid shows, so they can pay you in advance for a show. There's not any need for them to go to any other payment provider that you may have. They simply can do it all from this website that you have been introduced to by me. It's very easy and super, super, super cool. The great thing that I really like about Skyprivate is the fact that it is so easy to use, and I don't really have to fish for guys to find me. They have a pretty good traffic base, but it is still good to promote your link that you'll get. So I'll definitely talk to you about that. So the most important thing out of everything, right, is how you make money from this. So that is definitely something we're going to talk about. The payment rate and the payout rate for models is 75%. However, you can make a little bit more by doing simple things with the account. You can actually get up to like 86% for the entire longevity of your account. So you'll start out at 75%. You earn an extra 1% payout by simply linking your Twitter. So the wise thing to do, in my advice, would be to have a Twitter account that's specifically dedicated for your cam shows or Skyprivate shows or whatever persona you want to create the account for. But I would link it to that account, not a family friends type of thing, you know. Once you do that, you automatically gain an extra 1% on top of the 75% you're already getting, right? And then there's other things that you can do. You can add in the link for your Skyprivate to your Twitter profile. That gives you another 1%. So once you actually get into it, I can show you if you want. You just let me know, and I can help you with easily setting those things up. So the payout rate is very good, and whatnot. So I've really never had any issues. So it's like, why in the heck do I need to use Skyprivate? Like, why use them, right? Skyprivate has many good features, and they list them for you, and I'll go over them to show you and explain to you basically how that works. Excuse my phone, it likes to give me all kinds of alerts at unnecessary times. Anyways, so the first thing is auto reject freeloaders. If they do not have the moolah to pay you, they don't get to see you. So you don't deal with someone who doesn't have the money for your show. A great thing about that is that you can set your Skype ID to only be shown to members. So they have to show up and be a registered member. They can't just be somebody visiting your profile. They won't get your Skype ID unless you want them to. Unless you don't want to miss out on people or whatever that you could potentially turn into a paying customer. But generally, you don't want to deal with too much of that. So to ensure that you're dealing with legit guys, there's no free shows. There's no freeloaders. You're not gonna have to beg them for a show. They're already gonna have money in their account to pay you for a show. The cool thing, the custom rates per client. Remember, like, I think somebody I told this to, I'm not really sure, but the custom rates, you can charge differently based on service you provide. This is super excellent, because if you offer like fetish or any type of like kinky type of show that will require a little bit more than a regular show, you can up your rate. So you'll have an initial base rate. So for me, I have to get in clients that if I haven't been on for a long time, to get me clients back in and going again, I set it at about $2 per minute. But if I have someone that messages me, like let's say I have a random person contact me on Twitter because they see that I have it auto posted that I logged in through Skyprivate, and they want a FinDom show, right? Female domination. So this particular person, and I let them know that my rate changes. Let's say they agree to that change. So when they opt in to do a show with me, I can see that they have an account, and then they'll also contact me on Skype. So if they already have an account, they can see my Skype ID and message me there. And then I'll get their Skype ID and go into my account, and I put the custom rate in for them. Sometimes I have to actually add their name in, because if I haven't seen them before, I have to add in their Skype ID. And then once I add it in, I can simply change the rate. And let's say, okay, they don't want to do a FinDom show the next time. They just want a regular show with me. I will change the rate back to $2 for them. So that's amazing, because you don't get stuck with having one rate and then you have these guys that are wanting more out of you for that one rate. So you can make that very clear on your profile as well. I'll also help you with that if you need it. Also, the other cool thing of why to choose Skyprivate is you can do shows on your tablets or smartphones. Because we use Skype, your clients can take you with them like everywhere. This is something that they say, because here's the deal. On your end, right, you're going to have a computer. Okay? I say that because how the plugin works. I really honestly am not sure that the plugin even works for phones or anything like that. I've wondered, but then again, it's kind of like But I think I have a little trick that may help. If you do have a computer at home, right, and you have the plugin already installed, and you have a Skype app, you could still run the program on your on your computer, and then do the Skype video from the app. I don't want to be too confusing, but I think that's kind of how I was thinking that I could do it mobile. But for the most part, I've always done it strictly from my computer. But I have Skype on my phone. But on their end, they can be anywhere doing a Skype show with you. You'll just have to pretty much be the person like at the computer because of the plugin. So they have a very good payment request. So as long as you have reached the minimum payout for your payment method, you can request your payout. You just simply request it. And again, it does depend on what payment method you decide to use. There are several different methods out there right now, including where you can have it added straight to your bank account. It does take a small fee for certain payout methods. So you'll be able to see which ones take out the most and whatnot. But for me, getting it to my bank account, I mean, I don't really have that much getting taken out. So if I make $100, I'll get like 70 of that, which is not bad, being as all that they're bringing me the clients and whatnot. So I don't have any issues with that. I'd have a big issue with it if it was like I'm only getting like 40% of my money or something like that. But they don't really take a whole lot out. So once you reach your minimum payout requirement for your payment method, you just simply request your payment, and you have the money within like less than 2 weeks. So that's a good thing. The security, which is like the most important thing of all, right? Because we don't want somebody that we don't know Skyping us or some weirdo or whatever. My first thing that I did was I made a whole new Skype account specifically for my cam model work. And I mean, other things too, but It's solely a job related Skype. Okay. The Skype allows for text and video encryption of the call. So no tracking, no recording of the shows, no worries. They make sure that your security is safe because of how um, different this is. But I've been using them for about 3-4 years now, I believe it has been, and I've never had any issues with my videos being recorded or posted somewhere else or anything like that. So um that's a good thing. Booking shows, you can set a schedule. Okay, so if that way when your guys are coming to your profile, they can see when you're available and when they can book with you. It's really cool because that's a new feature. That's something that wasn't there when I very first signed up for Skyprivate. Okay, so it's really, really neat. It's really cool. Um, the great thing about Skyprivate is everybody is welcome. Okay, like everybody, girls, guys, transgender couples. There's no discrimination. Everybody can come aboard and get on this money train, and that's what we want, right? We want the money train. What else did I want to go over really quick? So the last thing is, it's really easy. 3 easy steps. It's signing up for free. You get your profile verified. Okay, and it even shows on the screenshot there with the sign up section. So again, if you don't have a work related Skype, go ahead and create one first. Very easy to do. Get your Skype ID, and that's what you're going to use. That's going to be your login for Skyprivate. Okay, you're going to make a password for Skyprivate. It can be the same password you use for Skype. This is simply to log into your account each and every time you need to log in. Okay, that's what the sign up is for. The sign up is for signing up for Skyprivate. The next step is, after you get verified and you got pictures on there, you've kind of gotten your profile set up to where it's appealing. And remember, you can change your profile at any time. There's no waiting for it to be approved. You can change your pictures. When it's set, you can have it set to auto tweet to your worker Twitter account, right? So it'll post a picture, which usually, I think it's the picture your I think it's like your profile picture that posts up there, or it's like the cover picture. I can't really remember. But either way, it automatically posts, so you can make a tweet to go along with that post and customize it and add in your link. And I think it by default, it automatically has like something in there. But anyways, getting that automatic tweet in there is really good. But anyways, you'll use the plugin. So that's the next thing. So after you've gotten all your profile set up and arranged, you'll use the plugin. So you'll download their plugin. It's really easy. And right now it is updated to the latest Windows. And it also has it for Apple too. So if you don't have a Windows and you have Mac or whatever, it has the installation for that. And underneath, as you're looking at the screenshot, underneath you'll see the little box that says payment in progress, 9 seconds, $3 charging. That is what you're going to see during a call. Okay? That is your payment in progress. That's your show basically running. That's how you know that you're getting paid for that Skype session. Okay? Very important to make sure you're seeing that. And secondly, it's important to make sure that you select the plugin to be turned on. Like if you ever have to restart your computer or something, or it crashes or whatever, and you boot back up, you'll want that app to automatically start up so that you don't forget to turn it on. Okay? Very important. Otherwise, it doesn't, the site doesn't recognize you as being available, and you don't get paid. Okay, so no type of calls will come in. But once you have it logged in and set up, that is the indication to callers that you're available. So once you set it to log you in, you don't have to do anything except for sit back and wait for a call to come in. Now, that doesn't mean sit there and stare at the screen for hours and hours, but that just means that you're logged in, and whenever someone initiates contact with you via your Skype, because if they're a registered member, they can see your Skype ID. So they will message you first, okay? It's like you don't even have to really tell them to do it. They'll message you first and discuss with you the type of show that they're looking for. If they're up for doing the show, if you're up for doing the show, then from there, all they have to do is call you. When they call you, when that plugin is in, right? If they are not a Skyprivate member, it tells you that. And I believe it still does, but it may tell you, it may show differently than what I'm used to looking at, because the plugin has been updated, right? So it is to show you that when you have a call coming in, if it's a call from a customer with funds, or if this is a call for some random person who doesn't have any money and that is not linked to Skyprivate, it's going to indicate to you. So you're never going to accidentally give somebody a free show. Okay. This is a quick thing before I move away from the plugin. If you have the plugin on, and let's say you have a client that wants to prepay you for a show outside of Skyprivate, let's say they're not even Skyprivate at all, you can still have them do a Skype show with you. The plugin is just going to inform you that they're not a Skyprivate member, but you're going to know that because you know that they've already paid you for the show. So just keep in mind that you can still run your own shows from Skype without interfering with the plugin. So that's that. I just kind of wanted to put that in there for you guys, just to let you know that just because it's logged in doesn't mean you can't take other calls. If you have, marketing going on other places and clients that are finding you but not finding you on Skyprivate, you can still use it. You can even have them join Skyprivate and do it that way. You know what I mean? So if they ask, how they can pay you or whatever for the Skype show, just say, hey, it's a free site. You load the funds onto here and I get paid through the site. Okay. And so that helps with your promotion too, because you'll get a promotional link. So that'll kind of help with establishing new customers. But yeah, this explains a little bit about how you'll kind of encounter the Skyprivate. And then last but not least, publish your profile. So after you've gotten it installed, and like I say, it's simply a plugin. There's little things with the new one. Like I just did it today. It has where you can record a preview video. And it was something simple, nothing revealing or anything, but just a video to entice them to calling me. And it's really cool because I got to record it right from the plugin. So, and it automatically uploaded it to my profile. So that was really cool. So after you've gotten everything set up, you're ready to publish your profile and start making money. And again, it's just about, having that access. At times, it may seem like it's not going anywhere, like nothing's happening, but I promise you that it will work. I have a pretty good list of clients that I have retrieved from Skyprivate, and these were all people that I didn't refer to Skyprivate. They founded by Skyprivate marketing themselves pretty good. So that's how that happened. But yeah, it's really cool, guys. I just really kind of wanted to explain it. I hope I didn't really bore you or anything like that. If there's questions or something, Skyprivate has a frequently asked questions section, and they also have an awesome customer service response. So if you have any issues with your payments or setting up your payment, I would suggest going to them first. But pretty much everything with the site is really explanatory on there. But again, if you need my help or if you need their help, I know I'm willing to help. I know for a fact that they're willing to help you. So don't stray away from reaching out for help, okay? Because it's going to be new for you. It's going to be exciting. And it is fun. It is fun. Um, I've gotten paid out a couple of times from them. Typically, though, my life gets really hectic and busy. So I only was able to use Skyprivate like when I wasn't super busy and whatnot, but I can tell you now that it put money in my pocket. So I can vouch for that. And again, every site that you're going to come across, you know, the 75% payout rate is really good. It's very good. And a lot of sites are getting better about that, because it does hurt when, you know, you work with other companies and they just want to take all your money. And it's not fair. But Skyprivate is very fair. They're very secure. They're very safe. Um, and very in the community with the adult industry. So you can bet your bottom dollar that they know about everything that's going on, and FOSTA in no way affects Skyprivate, okay? Skype did have some regulations, but those regulations had always been in Skype's, I guess, what your terms and conditions or whatever. Um, yeah, so, you know, I hope you guys will enjoy this. And it looks like I have a Skype, um, person wanting to add me. So ladies, I'm going to let you guys, and guys too. So don't forget to share your promotion link with guys. Like, encourage, you know, if you have a friend that, you know, he's struggling to make a couple extra bucks and he doesn't mind, you know, modeling that body and he look good or whatever. Hey, tell him about it. You know what I mean? Get a little extra referral and stuff like that. Like I say, it's beneficial all the way around, guys. And I know that you'll really like it. And so, like I say, if you have any questions or anything else, just let me know. And I will be more than willing to help you. Thank you guys for listening.